What if I told you that the single most significant threat to your life isn't something you can see coming? It's not a sudden accident or a rare disease, but a silent, insidious process happening inside your body right now. A process that could be slowly, quietly, and relentlessly choking your arteries from the inside out, cutting off the vital supply of oxygen and life to your heart and your brain, setting the stage for a catastrophic heart attack or a debilitating stroke that could strike without any warning whatsoever. This isn't a distant fear for an unlucky few. This is the reality for millions, the leading cause of death globally, and it's called atherosclerosis, the hardening and clogging of your arteries. For decades, we've been told the only solutions are terrifyingly complex surgeries like stents and bypasses, or a lifetime prescription to powerful statin drugs with their own long list of potential side effects, leaving many feeling powerless, trapped between a rock and a hard place, believing that their fate is sealed by their genetics or their past lifestyle choices. But what if the most powerful, most accessible, and most natural solution has been hiding in plain sight all along? Not in a high-tech lab or a surgeon's toolkit, but in your very own kitchen cupboard. Emerging scientific research is now converging on a startling revelation that one simple, ancient, and incredibly potent beverage, consumed just 1 cup a day, can initiate a profound cleansing process within your cardiovascular system, working at a cellular level to scrub your arteries clean, reduce dangerous inflammation, and restore the flexible, youthful vitality of your blood vessels, effectively turning back the clock on your heart health. This isn't wishful thinking or folk medicine. This is a claim backed by a growing body of rigorous clinical studies, biochemical analysis, and real-world patient outcomes that point to a single, delicious daily ritual that could very well save in your life. So, if you're ready to take control of your health, to empower your body's own innate healing capabilities, and to discover the 1 cup a day that could unclog your arteries and add vibrant, healthy years to your life, then you need to listen to every single word of what comes next, because what you are about to learn will fundamentally change your understanding of what it means to protect your heart. The journey to understanding how a simple drink can achieve such a monumental feat begins with a deep dive into the true nature of the enemy itself. Arterial plaque. We often picture plaque as simple cholesterol stuck to a pipe, but the reality is far more complex and biologically active. Plaque, or atherosclerosis, is an inflammatory disease. It starts when the delicate inner lining of your arteries, the endothelium, gets damaged. This damage can come from a multitude of modern life assaults: high blood pressure, turbulent blood flow from stress, toxins from smoking, or the constant sugar spikes from a processed food diet. When this damage occurs, your body, in its well-intentioned but ultimately flawed defense mechanism, sends low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol, to the site to act as a bandage. However, when this LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized, essentially rusted by free radicals from poor diet and inflammation, it turns dangerous. Your immune system then identifies this oxidized LDL as a foreign invader and dispatches white blood cells called macrophages to engulf it. These macrophage cells, now stuffed with oxidized fat, become what are known as foam cells, which are the primary component of the early fatty streak of plaque. This plaque isn't just a passive buildup. It's a living, breathing, inflammatory lesion that continues to grow, accumulating more cholesterol, cellular debris, and calcium hardenings into a brittle, complex structure that narrows the artery's passageway. The ultimate danger, however, isn't always just the gradual narrowing, it's the sudden rupture of this unstable plaque. When the inflammatory cap covering this volatile mixture of fats and dead cells ruptures, your body perceives it as an injury and urgently forms a blood clot to seal it. It is this sudden, large clot that can completely block the flow of blood to a part of your heart, causing a heart attack, or to your brain, causing an ischemic stroke. This intricate, multi-stage process is why a simple cholesterol-lowering approach is often insufficient. We need a multi-targeted strategy that addresses the oxidation, quells the inflammation, and protects the endothelial lining. And this is precisely where our 1 cup a day powerhouse beverage enters the stage, not with a single blunt instrument, but with a sophisticated symphony of bioactive compounds that intervene at every single critical step of this pathological process. So, what is this miraculous elixir? It's not an exotic, hard to find berry from a remote jungle, nor is it a deity, chemically synthesized supplement. The drink that has demonstrated such remarkable artery cleansing properties is, quite simply, green tea. But before you dismiss this as just another health fad, you need to understand that we are not talking about the occasional weak, bagged tea. We are talking about a consistent, daily ritual of brewing high-quality, loose-leaf green tea, specifically from the Camellia sinensis plant, and consuming it properly to maximize its unparalleled therapeutic potential. The magic of green tea lies in a family of potent polyphenolic compounds called catechins, with the most celebrated and powerful member being epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. EGCG is a molecular powerhouse, and it is the primary agent responsible for green tea's cardioprotective effects. Let's break down exactly how it works. First, EGCG is a potent antioxidant, but it's far more effective than common antioxidants like vitamin C or E. Its unique chemical structure allows it to neutralize a wider range of free radicals, directly preventing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which, as we just learned, is the critical first trigger that sets the entire plaque-building cascade into motion. By stopping oxidation at the source, EGCG effectively cuts off the fuel supply to the growing plaque. Second, green tea's catechins are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. They directly suppress the activity of key pro-inflammatory signaling molecules in the body, such as nuclear factor kappa B, NF-kappa B. By doing so, they calm the chronic smoldering fire within your arterial walls, reducing the immune system's overzealous response and slowing the recruitment of inflammatory foam cells. This dual action of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory is already profoundly protective. But green tea goes several steps further. Studies have shown that EGCG helps to improve the health and function of the endothelium, that crucial inner lining of your arteries. It stimulates the production of nitric oxide, a gas that acts as a powerful vasodilator, meaning it relaxes and widens your blood vessels. This not only improves blood flow and lowers blood pressure, reducing the mechanical damage to the arterial walls, but a healthy, nitric oxide-rich endothelium is also more resistant to the initial damage that starts the plaque process. Furthermore, green tea has been shown to modestly lower overall LDL cholesterol levels and, more importantly, improve the cholesterol profile by reducing the small, dense LDL particles, which are the most atherogenic, while potentially raising the levels of protective HDL cholesterol. The evidence for these mechanisms isn't just theoretical. It's grounded in substantial and compelling human clinical research. One landmark study, known as the Osaki study, which followed over 40,000 Japanese adults for more than a decade, found that those who consumed 5 or more cups of green tea per day had a staggering 26% lower risk of death from cardiovascular disease compared to those who drank less than 1 cup. But you don't need to drink 5 cups. Numerous other studies have shown significant benefits with just 1 to 3 cups daily, making it a highly achievable goal. Another controlled clinical trial published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition had participants with metabolic syndrome consume 4 cups of green tea daily for 8 weeks. The results were clear: significant reductions in blood pressure, LDL cholesterol, and inflammatory markers, alongside a measurable improvement in endothelial function. This improvement in endothelial function, often measured by flow-mediated dilation (FMD) of the brachial artery, is a direct indicator of arterial flexibility and health. It's like a real-time snapshot of your arteries getting younger and cleaner. Beyond the arteries, Green tea has also been shown to have a mild anti-platelet effect, meaning it makes your platelets less sticky and less likely to form the dangerous clots that cause heart attacks and strokes when a plaque ruptures. It's also important to note that these benefits are uniquely potent in green tea, as opposed to black tea. While black tea comes from the same plant, it undergoes a fermentation process that converts most of the simple catechins into more complex theaflavins, which, while healthy, do not possess the same potent, direct power as EGCG for cardiovascular protection. This body of evidence, spanning from cellular biochemistry to large-scale population studies, paints an undeniable picture. Consistently drinking green tea is not a minor health tip. It is a foundational, proactive strategy for defending your cardiovascular system at a fundamental level, offering a level of protection that is both profound and accessible. Now, knowing the why is useless without knowing the how. To truly harness the artery cleansing power of green tea, you must prepare and consume it correctly. First, source matters. Organic green tea, preferably loose leaf from reputable sources. Tea bags often contain dust and fannings, which are lower in quality and potency. The best varieties for high EGCG content include sencha, matcha, and gyokuro. When it comes to brewing, water temperature is critical. Never, ever use boiling water. Boiling water will scorch the delicate catechins, destroying their potency and making the tea unpleasantly bitter. The ideal temperature is between 160 degrees Fahrenheit and 180 degrees Fahrenheit, 70 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Celsius. A simple trick is to let your boiled water sit for about 5 to 10 minutes before pouring it over the leaves. Steeping time is also key. Steep for 2 to 3 minutes only. Oversteeping will release too many tannins, again, increasing bitterness without adding benefit. To maximize EGCG absorption, consider adding a squeeze of fresh lemon juice. The vitamin C in the lemon has been shown to significantly increase the bioavailability of catechins in your digestive system, ensuring your body can actually use the powerful compounds you're consuming. As for timing, to get the most out of its metabolic and cardiovascular benefits, drinking a cup in the morning and another about 30 minutes before your main meals can be highly effective. However, if 1 cup a day is your starting point, make it a consistent, non-negotiable part of your routine. Remember, this is a long-term investment in your health, not a quick fix. Consistency is what will yield the compounding rewards of cleaner, more flexible arteries over months and years. And while green tea is a powerhouse, it works best as part of a holistic, heart-healthy lifestyle that includes a whole foods, plant-centric diet rich in fiber and healthy fats, regular physical activity that gets your heart pumping, effective stress management techniques like meditation and quality sleep. Think of your daily cup of green tea as the keystone habit, the simple, daily action that reinforces all your other healthy choices, creating a synergistic effect that is far greater than the sum of its parts. Final call to action. So, there you have it. The science is clear, the path is simple, and the power to fundamentally transform the health of your cardiovascular system is now literally at your fingertips. You have a choice to make today. You can continue with business as usual, hoping that the silent process of atherosclerosis isn't progressing within you, or you can take decisive, empowered action. You can start tomorrow by brewing your first properly prepared cup of this life-giving elixir, turning a simple daily ritual into your most powerful defense against heart disease. But don't let this knowledge end with you. If you found this information valuable, if you believe that everyone deserves to know about this safe, natural, and profoundly effective way to protect their heart, then I need you to do 3 things for me right now. First, smash that like button on this video because it tells the YouTube algorithm that this is life-changing content that needs to be shared far and wide. Second, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell because we are just getting started, and I am committed to bringing you more truth, more science-backed strategies to help you take control of your health and your life. And third, and most importantly, share this video. Share it with your parents, your siblings, your spouse, your friends, anyone you care about. Send it to them in a message, post it on your social media. Because the information you just learned has the power not just to improve lives, but to save them. By sharing this, you become a force for good, a link in a chain of health and awareness that could prevent untold suffering. The journey to unclog your arteries and reclaim your vibrant health starts with a single cup. Make that cup count today.